Some sellers are struggling this summer to get their homes sold, and many sellers expected once school gets out, things are going to fire up. We'll have lots of buyers showing up for open houses, booking showings, and all of these things. And yet, days on market is around 86 days here in Orange County, so it is taking longer than it has in the past few years. And some buyers and sellers are asking me why. So today's video, we're going to dive into that and see what's preventing some of these sales to pop faster than we are expecting, and what is making us slow down. So with that, my name is Danae Aballi-Mecham. I'm with Real Broker right here in Orange County, California, and I'll walk you through this video. The summer 2025 market isn't quite behaving like the spring market did, and so we have some homes that are sitting a little bit longer, and the buyer urgency has slowed a little bit, and therefore inventory has risen a little bit, and so we're going to walk through all these things today. So the first thing we want to discuss is the pricing. What's happening is I found that a lot of listings that came on maybe in April timeframe, they were looking at previous sales from January, February, March, and that's how they arrived at their asking price. But what I recommend for both buyers and sellers is not to look at what's sold in the past, but look at what's currently available. And I've had a handful of conversations with listing agents when I'm representing the buyers. They're like, yeah, but the house 4 doors down sold a couple months ago for X, or yeah, but we have an appraisal from a couple months ago that says it's worth more. And to be honest, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. The now is the now. So what I like to do is look at what's currently available. So if you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, then you need to look at, if you were a buyer, what else can you buy that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, and what are they asking? Because that is your competition, and that is the most relevant data, not so much the sales in the past. So we have to update our pricing based on today's inventory, because inventory has risen and now the buyers have more choices, and you have to compete with your neighbors that are actively for sale, not compete with the neighbors who already sold a couple months ago. Key point number 2 is a lot of these homes have ignored the cosmetic fixing upping. And so what's happening with these higher interest rates is these buyers do not want to take on or tackle a home remodeling project. Remodeling right now is particularly tough because labor costs are high, material costs are high, and quite honestly, it's hard to get contractors to show up on time these days. Many of them are booked out in advance, so it's just hard. So as a seller, you can take care of some of these cosmetic projects because the buyer is carrying all the burden with the higher mortgage, the higher interest rates, and they have a stressful time in getting ready to move into a property. So if you can take care of some of these cosmetic updates like painting the baseboards, things like that, it goes a long way with buyers and can definitely make your property move faster. My third piece of advice for both buyers and sellers is we are still seeing some agents with outdated marketing, and this is definitely going to affect the sale for some sellers. So if you see a listing that has kind of these crappy iPhone photos, maybe they were shot vertically and all websites go horizontal. Maybe you see photos where the lighting isn't quite right, or they didn't bother putting away the cereal boxes off the top of the refrigerator before they snapped the photos. Outdated photos can definitely hurt the listing, but also not using technology, which is doing floor plan scans, doing virtual tours, doing all of the video that we can do, posting it on social media. I just had a listing go viral based on Instagram Reels. So we have to use modern tools to get the properties the right exposure. So if you see a listing that is sitting longer, it could be that the marketing isn't strong enough. So if you're on the buy side, crappy photos is a sign that you might be able to get a better deal. And on the listing side, if you have your property for sale or you're thinking about putting it for sale, make sure your agent spends the time and money to get you the right marketing to get it in front of the most eyes as possible, because it can definitely help you stand out in a rising inventory market. So that's all to say, if you want to talk strategy, if you're a buyer and you want to talk about how we can get some deals negotiated, get some better pricing for you guys on some properties that have been sitting for a little bit longer, or if you're thinking of selling and you want to maximize the value and get it done quickly and efficiently, I'm here to chat. You guys can call or text me anytime. Just yesterday, I did a really cool FaceTime walkthrough with a customer. They walked me through their house virtually. It took us both about 5 minutes. And you don't have to necessarily invite stranger into your house, but FaceTime works awesome. So keep me posted how I can help you guys, and stay cool this summer. I'll see you guys on the next video.